But I think Brock's going to have a hard time going 6 months in the testing pool and not test positive. You know what I mean? And even though Cain Velasquez beat him from pillar to post and manhandled him, if he does 6 months without the special sauce, he's going to be weak mentally and physically because he's, you know, I mean, I don't know Brock. I've met him on a couple of occasions and he was very cordial and he shook my hand and fucking nearly sucked me up into it. His hands are absolutely gigantic. It's ridiculous. But he's clearly done a lot of steroids throughout his life, so it's no wonder that he's tested. Is it twice in the UFC, once with Mark Hunt? Is it twice? I think it's twice.
I think he only tested positive once. There's been a lot of speculation.
We've certainly done a life of steroids.
You remember that interview he did years ago when he was first started fighting, and they were like, well, Brock, you know, we obviously have to, you know, ask you this. And they show like a picture of him in like sophomore year in college, and he's like, you know, 200 pounds and kind of skinny. And then they show him like the next year, and he's all muscly. They're like, so did you ever do any performance enhancing drugs? And he gets furious in the interview. He pulls off the microphone and says, this interview's fucking done, and throws it down and storms off. He wasn't even like
I never saw that one, but his response to the steroid allegations are, I'm a jacked white boy. Deal with it. That's what he says.
Yeah,
I'm a jacked white boy. Deal with it.
I don't think Brock Lesnar cares.
He's juicing. He's a fucking WWE wrestler. They all do it, and more power to them. They're not competing in a legit sport. Problem is, you're now crossing over into a real sport, and you can't do that. And also, to be fair, he's still going to have benefits from them. You know, a study came out a while ago that any gains you make whilst under the effect of steroids cross over and take years to be eradicated from your body, if ever. You know, because you still generate that strength and you generate that muscle. If you then clear your body of the steroids, but you still keep up a training regime and a diet where you can maintain that muscle, you know what I'm saying? He's still going to have the benefits of it, but whatever. The fight's happening, Lewis. We just got to deal with it.
You know, I think it's going to happen.
Pontificate over it all day long. The fucking fight's happening, Lewis. You know, I don't own the UFC. It's happening, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the reality is, I don't think Brock Lesnar cares. I think this is sort of what happened last time. He's cool. He's like, yeah, I'll make millions of dollars, and I'll get popped for steroids, and fuck you. I'll do steroids again the next time, 3 years later when they want to book me again. He doesn't want to be a fighter and have that fighter life. He wants to come and make these cash grabs. He's an entertainer. He's almost like like kind of what Bob Sapp does. Bob Sapp's not an MMA fighter. Bob Sapp just does the fights when he can get booked for them for whatever he can do. But Brock's just a huge star at a much, much higher level. So it's like a freak show.
And here's the thing as well, and I want to make this point clear as well, because I've been a very I've been a big advocate of clean sport, and for the right reason. Mm-hmm. But this is a one-off spectacle. This isn't like Brock Lesnar's coming to the UFC and he's going to try and make a career of it, and he's going to fight contenders along the way and possibly do them damage like I saw. He's coming in for one fight. The general consensus from everybody is that he's going to get absolutely smoked, and then he'll leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for a one-off like that, and everyone kind of knows, and DC knows what he's getting himself into. You know, okay, I'll sign off on it. As I say, DC wants it. He's the champ. He's the double champ. If he wants it, then let him have it.
And we all want to see it.
Incidentally, I did say to Daniel Cormier yesterday, I said, well, remember what Cain Velasquez did to Brock Lesnar? And his response was, I ain't no Cain Velasquez. That's why you gotta admire DC. Now, of course, that's a little bit of modesty there, and but still, the fact that he says things like that is very endearing.